We move now to World Cup knockout stages for Monday. We have Japan taking on Croatia.
Well, Japan, man, they really, they beat Spain. They beat Spain. Or we're actually on Japan in that match, but they did it. And not only did they beat Spain, but they conceded the first goal at the 11th minute. They scored two goals in a matter of in a span of 3 minutes in the second half. In the start of the second half, actually, one of them was a very controversial goal. We've seen it, we've seen a lot of replays, a lot of stills. Some people say that the ball was out. The other half of the people say that the ball was in. We didn't get any replays from or any VAR, videos from FIFA, which is really really shady. I don't want to get into it, but no matter what happened, Japan they beat Spain, and that result dropped Germany out of the competition. Now Japan, I think they're the first team. I was reading today as a very impressive stat. They're the first team in the World Cup history that they won with just 18% of ball possession. Spain had 82% of ball possession, and they still lost. So, I mean, Japan, the sky's the limit for this Japanese side. But now they're up against the Croatia side, who are much more experienced than Spain. They're much more, they know that Japan, they beat Germany, they beat Spain, so they'll surely come out with a plan to stop them. And that comes through the defense. And I think this is another match which is going to be a very, very cagey affair between the two sides. And I think whoever scores, if there is any scorer, in that match, is probably going to win it. So I don't see a lot of goals there. I like the under 2.25 goals at -130.
All right, Paul, let's find his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. World Cup action here for Monday, Japan and Croatia. In this one, he likes under 2.25 goals. The return here is -130. All right, we continue here with Sabi said here, joined by Paul Lagouretos. Before we get to recap, we're going to take a look here at the site. What does that say here, Paul Moore? Is that more about Spain's inability to score, or is it more as Japan's defense with that 18% ball possession?
Spain, they brought a lot of talent in this tournament, but they don't have the experience. And yes, they did have a crushing percentage of ball possession, but they didn't know what to do with it. And Japan, they're a really good side, a really strong side. So it's a combination of both, to be honest. Japan, most of their players play in the Bundesliga, so they're not players who play in Japan or other smaller leagues. They're a very experienced side. They have a lot of experience in playing in the World Cups. I think
Yes.
that's their fourth or fifth consecutive World Cup, so they know how to handle matches like this. And they took advantage of Spain's, Spain is like a guy who talks a lot but doesn't do a lot. So they took
Yes.
advantage of just that. So I think this is going to be a very, very cagey match between the two. I think Croatia won't slip up as Spain and Germany did. I mean, if Japan can beat Croatia, yes. I mean, let them have it. Let them have it. Let them destroy all the brackets that everybody had, and let them have it. It's fine.
Yeah. Once you make the knockout round, you get everyone's respect. So there's no excuses here. No, you're not sneaking through anything once you get to the knockout stages. So we'll continue here. So I've said Serbia has evened it up at 1-1. A nice header across there. So they've tied the game at 1-1 in the third. We're in the 30th minute now. Still scoreless here with Brazil and Cameroon. Cameroon really desperate here. They got to get a win to have hope here. So we'll continue on here with Sabio Daily. Before we get to the recap, Paul, I want you to everybody know what's going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. Very exciting now with this part of the tournament. We're getting right into the knockout stages this weekend here. So lots of drama. When the draws come in, we get the extra time, the penalty kicks. There's a lot of drama happening here. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, it's going to be really tough to handicap these matches because teams, you see big spreads like Argentina are -2 against Australia. They don't really need to win by 2. And of course, in order for this bet to win, you need Argentina to win by 3. They don't need to win by 3. They need to win by just 1 goal and move on to the next round. So it's going to be a really tricky round of 16. I have one play loaded right now, a Saturday World Cup best bet. Again, I want to see the lineups before I make my final decisions because there is a lot at stake. Players want to be, protected from cards because if you get 2 cards, you miss the next match. And now the cards reset after the quarterfinals. So I expect teams to be very, very careful of who to deploy. So it's a tricky knockout round. Be very careful. So For tonight, I have a $15 Friday NHL play of the day, and for tomorrow, I have a Saturday World Cup best bet. And again, I post most of my plays right about 1 hour and a half prior to kickoff when I see the lineup. So two plays for tonight, two plays in general, one NHL for tonight, one World Cup best bet for tomorrow, and more to come.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Paul Lagouretos over at Tony's Picks. Friday NHL Play of the Day as you delve into the U.S. sports here. Get on board with it right now. It is this $15 pre and play of the day up there at Tony'sPicks.com. Also in action with the Saturday World Cup Best Bet. His best bet records impressive here, as we'll flash them up here for you. He's put together a nice run here with his best bets, 43, 22, and 8. His last 73 best bets. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Here, as you can see there, and as we go back here to the site today, Paul has up there his World Cup best bet, as well as we scroll down, and probably a good time is to get that World Cup full package here. Get the remainder of the World Cup from Paul, all the knockout stages, the finals as well, all of his premium plays. And it also includes those late steam plays. And what are late steam plays? Late steam plays are what the cappers put into the system between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. I know a lot of sites out there, they don't do that. They want the cappers, all the plays in at a certain time. But what we've programmed and engineered here with our site is our members to receive plays into their email box if a capper puts in a pick between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. We don't want to give you every pick. There'd be too much email coming across. We're just going to give you the late steam plays in your email box for games that begin between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those are the late steam. We're also tracking the late steam. If you go over here to where it says who's hot, you can also see the tracking. We continue to software develop. We've developed a really good leaderboard, a new leaderboard 2.0, which shows a lot more data here with our best bets, with our $15 premium picks, with our late steam as well, totals, spreads, money lines, all that data now in the 2.0 leaderboard that we put together. But again, this World Cup pack is the way to go. $149. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. So that knocks the next $30 down, makes it $119 for the remainder of Paul's premium plays from this World Cup. It's getting into the knockout stages, so go ahead and get signed up. You can access Paul's page. We want to make sure about the promo. Use it, the promo code TonyT. To access Paul's page, you click the link in the description. You click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Paul's page. Then you'll see what he has in the orange. That's one-day passes that are profit guaranteed. Win, or you get the credits back into your account for site credits. Or the yellow, which are the longer term pads, are not profit guaranteed because it's sold at a great discount, as you see here for this World Cup package. So go ahead and get signed up. Well, let's continue on here with Soccer Daily here, joined by Paul Lagouretos. Paul, it is now time for the recap.
Okay, these are all plays for the knockout for the knockout round of the World Cup, starting with Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Argentina versus Australia. Same game parlay of Argentina win and under 3.5 goals at -125. And just a small parenthesis here, guys. If you play, for example, at DraftKings, DraftKings have already made same game parlays, but if you create your own parlay, the prices are different and they're usually much higher. So check that out. Moving on to Netherlands versus USA, 10 a.m. Eastern. Same game parlay of Netherlands win and under 3.5 goals at +135. Moving on to Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, France versus Poland. Same game parlay of France to win and under 3.5 goals at -125. World Cup on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, England versus Senegal, leading towards the under 2.25 goals at -120. And final play, World Cup on Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern, Japan versus Croatia. Again, a small lean towards the under 2.25 goals at -130.
There you go. Paul Lagouretos with this 5-pack that Serbia just went across 2-1. A lot of goals in this one here. Nice one up there. So, guys, still scoreless, Cameroon and Brazil. So, a lot of action tonight here for that Group G game. Guys, you see the 5-pack there from Paul. If you want his best bets, just click the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and sign up and land on Paul's handicapper page. And, of course, get his best bets, his plays for Saturday. Or, again, just get that World Cup pack. Is $119 after the promo code discount. That 20% off. Use TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. You can access Paul's page by clicking the link in the description. Then click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. And it looks like you've been chatting there with Ashley. Serbia over 2.5 goals. Looks good right now, right?
Yeah, Serbia are up to 1. Nice.
Nice so far there with that, Ashley there in the chat room. All right, that's going to do it for this edition here of Soccer Picks Daily. Guys, make sure you tune in again here Monday. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in Paul with his 5-pack here for you here on the show. Make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. We want you guys live with us. Get these picks in real time to get the best numbers. All right, that's going to do it for our show this weekend. Have a profitable weekend, and we'll talk with you guys here. We'll say goodbye to you guys. You guys have a profitable weekend. We'll talk with you again here Monday here on Soccer Picks Daily.